Harriet Tubman was an abolitionist, activist, and briefly a Union spy. She led hundreds of people out of slavery to freedom along the route known as the Underground Railroad. After the Civil War, Tubman continued to serve the needs of emancipated people until her death at age 93. After midnight, June 3, 1863, 3 Union gunboats silently floated up the Combahee River to raid South Carolina plantations and destroy their stored supplies. Leading the raid was Harriet Tubman, nicknamed the General. She had gathered and memorized crucial information about the positions of the Confederate targets. By daybreak, the all-black regiment had inflicted millions of dollars in damage and had rescued 750 enslaved people without losing a single one of their own. Much of the credit went to the 5-foot-tall, quiet-spoken Tubman. Life had never been easy for Tubman. Enslaved in Maryland, Harriet Tubman was beaten almost daily as a child. She never recovered fully from a bad head injury and suffered periodic seizures her whole life. She escaped in 1849 around the age of 29, using the network of trails and safe houses known as the Underground Railroad to reach Philadelphia, 90 miles away. She said, "When I found I had crossed that line, I looked at my hands to see if I was the same person. There was such a glory over everything. The sun came like gold through the trees and over the fields, and I felt like I was in heaven." Tubman got right to work. She saved money to secretly return to Maryland, liberating family members and others, even though there was a bounty on her head. Tubman bravely made 19 trips south in 10 years to personally escort or assist hundreds to freedom. Accounts of her daring journeys were recorded by her friend William Still, a Philadelphia abolitionist. According to his records, Tubman used a variety of disguises and techniques to slip her human cargo to safety, sometimes backtracking or hiding out for days, using medicine to quiet crying babies, and even brandishing a pistol to convince frightened travelers to keep moving. She knew the woods and waterways intimately. In her later years, Tubman bought property in Auburn, New York. One day, a man appeared at her door. He had loved Tubman, he said, since serving with her in the war. Though he was more than 20 years younger than Tubman, they married and adopted a daughter. Over the years, the couple helped many freed blacks, young and old, who had nowhere else to turn. After her husband died, Tubman donated the property so it could be used to help the elderly. The Harriet Tubman Home for the Aged opened in 1908. Tubman died of pneumonia, surrounded by her family in 1913. Tubman was respected as a strong, brave woman who risked her own life many times for others.